Hello, sports fans. I didn't see you there. I'm Scott Fox, lifelong insurance nerd. Thank you for coming to my channel, and welcome to the Ultimate Life Insurance Showdown. Today, we're comparing term life insurance to permanent life insurance in a no-holds-barred battle of coverage. If you've ever wondered whether it's better to rent your policy for a set term or buy coverage for life, stick around. We'll break it down. No sales pitch, just straightforward facts and plenty of free insurance nerd wisdom. Some of our financial needs are temporary, like covering a mortgage or a child's education, while others are lifelong, like ensuring final expenses or leaving a legacy to your loved ones. That's why we're comparing term and permanent policies side by side, because the best policy is the one that's in force when you need it. First up, term life insurance. Think of it like you're renting your coverage. You pay a lower premium, and it protects you for a specific period, 10, 20, or 30 years, for example. It's straightforward, affordable, and perfect if you only need coverage during your peak earning years or while you have major debts, like a mortgage. There are many different types of term insurance. Some are meant to decrease in coverage over time, to keep pace with a loan or a mortgage that is decreasing. Some have premiums that stay the same for the life of the term. Some go up every year. Just make sure you know what you are getting and that it matches your goals. Now let's talk about permanent life insurance. This is like buying a home. You're in it for the long haul. This policy covers you for your entire life and often builds cash value. Yes, the premiums can be higher, just like a mortgage is higher than renting, but you're investing in something that can offer benefits down the road. Just like term, there are many different kinds of policies. Some pay a guaranteed rate. Some are tied to the returns of the stock market. Whole life, universal life, index universal life, and probably my favorite, variable universal life. You'll hear these referred to as UL, IUL, VUL. The insurance industry loves acronyms, like Joni loves Chachi. Too old? Like Ross loves Rachel. Still too old? Like the Kardashians love a camera. I don't know. I'll work on it. These are all different types of policies that require different levels of expertise to sell and service effectively. My recommendation is if you're going to buy a life insurance policy tied to the results of the stock market, make sure you're dealing with a financial advisor who actually trades stocks, and don't just pick a plan that is tied to an index. But that's a topic for another video. Before we crown a winner, let's introduce the DIME formula. DIME. Debt, income, mortgage, and education. It's a quick way to estimate how much life insurance you might need. Debt, like credit cards, car loans. You don't want your loved ones stuck with these when you pass away. Income. How many years of your salary would your family need if you were gone? Spoiler alert, more is better than less. Mortgage. Probably the biggest debt for many of us. Life insurance can pay it off, or at least make sure the money is there to continue to make the monthly payments. Education. Think college costs for the kids. Using DIME can allow you to see how long you need coverage and how much coverage you may need. Some needs, like your mortgage, are temporary, while final expenses are permanent. That's where you decide if term, permanent, or maybe even a blended approach is best for you. A blended approach is a little of both. Let's look at how term stacks up against permanent on cost, duration, and flexibility. As far as cost goes, term often wins for affordability, but only if you're younger. Permanent is pricier, but comes with lifelong benefits. In addition to coverage for your death benefits, there's also cash accumulation that can be tapped in an emergency or used to supplement your retirement. Duration. Term has a set end date, and if you still need insurance when your term is over, the price goes up, possibly way up. Also, you may not be insurable at the end of that term. Something can happen to you between the time you bought it and the time it expires. That means you no longer qualify for life insurance. Permanent insurance, however, never ends. Now, as far as extras go, This is where permanent insurance really shines. You've got cash value that you could tap to pay for emergencies or to pay for whatever you want. Term is strictly coverage. Now let's bust some common myths. I'm too young for life insurance. Actually, you can lock in lower premiums if you start early. The younger the better. Permanent life is too expensive. Well, it might be. But consider a smaller permanent policy to cover lifelong needs and pair it with a larger term policy for heavier short-term needs, like covering your income until the kids graduate. So this brings me to the blended approach. A blended approach can be the best of both worlds. You have a term policy with a high face amount. It does your heavy lifting as far as coverage goes, and it has a lower premium. Then the permanent insurance will always be there for you, no matter when you need it. So which policy wins this matchup? Well, the truth is, it depends on your unique situation, your budget, what it is you need it for. Some folks love the affordability and simplicity of term. Others prefer the lifelong comfort of permanent, and plenty opt for both. The pro tip is to deal with an insurance nerd who knows which products are appropriate for which situation. If somebody only sells term, that's all they're going to offer you. If somebody only sells whole life, that's all they're going to offer you. If somebody is purely a stockbroker, that's all they're going to try to sell you. It's like the old adage goes, if all you have is a hammer, everything starts to look like a nail. So what is the best kind of life insurance? The one that's in force when you die. If this smackdown helped you understand your options, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe for more no-pressure financial insights, and drop a comment telling us which policy sounds right for you. Or if you're team blended. Thanks for watching, and here's to protecting what matters most. Stay informed, stay protected, and may the best policy, or combination, win.